35 years on, and she's still relevant, trumping over every other actor, and in the imagination and the dreams of possibly every age group. Malaika is here with us at our 20th edition of the Conclave. A big round of applause to her, please.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Hey, Malaika.
Mala, as they all say. Hi, Veer, how are you? Good evening, everybody. Hi.
You know, our talk here today is topping the Body Beautiful conversation for 25 damn years. You really haven't aged a minute or a second. I don't know how you've done it.
I live in an oxygen tank in a bubble that that's where I live.
No,
but first,
we want to know
it's
the
very weird
secret.
seeing all of this behind me over here. It's like I've never had so many images put up like this, but yeah, that's quite interesting.
Hey, don't tell me you're not self-obsessed.
Not really, actually.
No,
not
at
really.
all.
Not self-obsessed. I think I'm just very confident. That's it. I'm not self-obsessed.
I mean, being self-obsessed is not bad.
Not bad at
Having
all.
an
Not
element
bad. I
of
love
narcissism.
myself. I love
Yeah.
myself, but I'm not self-obsessed. Yeah.
Okay. You know, Malaika, someone was telling me here today, people can imitate her, but you can never get a duplicate. You know, you'll have enough and more actresses or producers and directors have a mood board often specifying a look like Malaika, but somehow they don't get a Malaika.
Okay. You know, that mold was broken
How?
once they made me. God said there'd be just one Malaika and then break that mold. That's what he said. But no, I think that's a really nice and a really sweet compliment. Spanning over 30 years, I think it's been amazing, but it's not been easy. Like you said, for a woman to stay relevant in the business that we are in is probably the most difficult. And also seeing a room full of so many men over here. Wow. I mean, I can see very, very few women around over here, far more men in black suits. So, hello, all women over here. How are you doing? Yeah. Good to see that. When I was outside there, I said, wow, there's a lot of men out there. I'm not complaining about it, but yeah, just
You know, but maybe I should tell you something, Malaika. What a fan following you have. And look at the media, the paparazzi chasing you literally everywhere. All the young actors are probably dying to get the kind of fame that you have. How have you achieved it with just a few item numbers, but yet managed to stay so relevant? Look, is it all about the looks and the beauty, or is it a lot more to Malaika that we don't know of and that maybe the paps see? And what we see on screen and what you are in person?
Well, paps are just a tiny part of our lives, just a very, very minuscule part of our lives. But I think I'm more than just a few songs, right?
Yeah.
A few item songs or special songs that you have in films. I'm a lot more than that. Yes, I think initially that's all one was looked at as, oh, she's just a pretty face or a great body,
Yeah.
or you know, she looks fantastic on screen when she dances, moves well. But I think, like I said, and I say that again, to kind of span over 30 years and stay relevant is not easy. And I don't think you can actually just do that kind of just harboring on good looks, because at some point those looks are gonna fade away and all of that's gonna go away. So you gotta have to move beyond those, beyond that look. And I'm very happy and very proud to say that I'm part of a business where I'm not an actress per se. I'm not a quintessential
Yes.
actress. I've not done a full-fledged film in my entire span of career so far. But still, I'm part of the industry and I get the kind of love and all the respect that any actress in the industry does.
And that was precisely my point. You have several actors coming up with great commercial successes, but Malaika is what really takes away the highlight most often.
Well, that's very sweet.
And I think that what establishes that all the more is your latest reality series, where Malaika was really the main protagonist. Where do you see a reality series revolving around one person?
True. That was probably the most difficult part of doing something in my life. And I think I've kind of touched upon various things in my life, whether it's dancing, whether it's a bit of acting, whether it's modeling, on ramp, finally moving on to being an entrepreneur. But I think this part of being on a part of a reality show was very, 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 very tough for me, because I had to actually open up as a person that I've never ever done,
Yeah.
and be a person that I've never ever ever thought I would be. But yeah, it was very tough just being a solo single protagonist and showing the world and showing everybody things that actually piss me off, things that actually bug me, or things that actually, that I need to talk about. So it was very tough, but I managed, I had a fantastic time with moving in with Malaika. It really
Woo.
was.
But may I know, and I'm sure all of our audience here would really love to know, behind this sexy Malaika, the sex symbol that you are, the symbol of beauty and ageism that you are, what are your true insecurities, if you may?
Firstly, I love being called a sex symbol. I
I'm
have
sure.
no qualms about being a sex symbol. I'd rather be known as a sex symbol
Woo.
than being called plain Jane.
Absolutely.
I'm very happy. I like that tag. In terms of insecurities, I think I live with insecurities every day of my life, something
Yeah.
or the other, because I at some point I know that there is somebody younger, prettier, more talented, probably a lot more going for her every single day of my life. And for me to stay focused or stay in a space where I behave like where it doesn't get to me is a very difficult thing, but I have to stay and keep my head above the water, because I know every single day that is probably shoved into my face. And single mother, divorce, I'm not going to harp on it, but it's always thrown at my face every single day. So for me to stay above the game is very tough. So I think these are probably these are my insecurities that I have to deal with on a daily basis.
Sure, and not debating that, but you do come from a privileged background, or at least you've made your way up, no doubt.
I would actually correct you there. I don't think I come from a privileged background. I think I come from a very, 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 very non-privileged background. But I worked my way.
What age did you get married?
I got married when I was 22.
Yeah, really
Yeah,
young.
I got married when I was 22. But I come from a background where it had absolutely no connection with any of this. But I worked my way, through, and I worked my way around to be where I am today. So I don't really say that I come from a privileged background. I've really worked hard to be where I am
Absolutely,
today.
no doubt. And in fact, I had one of my colleagues saying that while at a time there were definitions to what height of a model should be, Malaika at 5-something was a supermodel. She was a showstopper, and that itself, you've proven a lot of them wrong.
Yeah, all of 5'3.5". Yeah. And every time somebody sees me, the first thing they say, "Oh my God, we thought you're much taller, you're much larger, you're much bigger." So, and I say, well, pictures and TV do lie. They kind of don't really project that too well. So yes, in a space where, in the modeling business, where everybody was 5'10" or whatever, 5'8" and above, and here I was 5'3", I kind of made my mark over there, and that felt good. I never ever felt like I was a 5'3" girl, ever.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's precisely what I'm saying. You've managed to really step up with everything that you took on, be it item numbers. You really, none can beat a Malaika on screen with an item number. Modeling, you were really the face, a showstopper then, a showstopper now. So to keep it going, it must have been hard. You've been part of a family that's been, a powerful family.
A very integral part of the industry.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you believe that a lot of your fame, would you attribute it to the family that you were married into? And how does it feel today when you've parted ways and you're out, you're a single mother? What's that transition like? How's it been?
Well, of course. It did have a lot of benefits in my life, but I don't think I could rest on the fact that I had a famous surname. I don't think that was my inroad to everything that I wanted to do in life. Yes, it did open up a lot of doors, but for me. But I think at the end of the day, I had to work irrespective of what my married surname was, and I had to work hard. I had to prove myself every single day of my life to stay in the game. And the day I did have that surname, and I went back to my maiden surname, I still continued to work, and I still continued to make a difference, and I still continued
Did you still get the love and the warmth and that reception?
I did, and I'll be very honest. I had a lot of people tell me that, I'll be very, very honest. I had loads of people tell me that I'm making the biggest mistake of dropping the surname. lots of people telling me that, because everybody said you don't realize the kind of weightage a surname has, and I have a lot of respect for my ex-in-laws and my ex-family. I do have loads of respect for them because they've given me a lot of love. Yeah, we still, I have a kid, that is
Yeah.
still there, and very much part of the family. So of course, but I think for me, I needed to stand on my own 2 feet, and for that I needed to feel that, and it's not just about a surname, but I think just being able to drop that surname and go back to my maiden name, it just gave me a sense of self, and that's what made me feel like I could probably do anything or take on anything in life.
And look what you made of yourself after.
I'm still a work in progress, actually.
Oh my God,
I
you're
still am.
stunning. But Malaika, in today's day and age, with society having that many judgments about how a woman should be, what a woman should do, what kind of a guy a woman can date, how old a guy a woman should date, your relationship, your current status, you're dating a guy younger, and you face that criticism almost on a daily basis. Maybe, how do you take that on? And what would be your message to all the naysayers?
I think it's amazing. I was told when I got divorced, I was told, why the hell did you get divorced? Because that tag will always be there. And then to find love after getting divorced, that was another thing. How can she find love after getting divorced? And then finding love with a younger man, I was clearly told that I have lost my marbles, but I would just like to say that love doesn't really have an age, right? I mean, if you fall in love, you fall in love. And I think, irrespective of whether he's a younger man or an older man, that shouldn't really define the space that we are in. And I'm just happy and grateful that I found a partner who understands me. So be it. I mean, if he's younger, so be it. I think the fact that he is younger keeps me younger. It keeps me happy and keeps me younger. And I feel, I don't know, I just feel on top of the world. And I think all the women in the room will agree with me on that.
Ooh.
I can see that. I can see that look on your face over here. It really does, yeah.
You certainly have motivated a whole bunch of us.
I think, yeah.
Or them.
I think it definitely gives me that spring in my step. So I love it.
I know. Look
And
at
I'm
you
not going to be
all-
apologetic about it. And why should I be apologetic?
Absolutely. How's that influenced you? Has that influenced you in ways that we might want to know? You might want to tell us.
Influenced me.
Yeah, in whatever sense. It's given you a spring in your step, yes. But how has life changed, or has it changed at all? Have you now turned into a leaf that you've never seen of yourself before?
No, I don't think. I mean, I still am the same person. I mean, no part of me has changed. It's just that I'm now with somebody that I truly love and I truly get, and he gets me, and we have a great relationship and a great commitment to each other. And I think that's what matters. I think it's really redundant for people to be in a space or in a relationship if you're not happy. And if you're not going to keep somebody happy or make someone happy, and if I'm going to be unhappy and make somebody else unhappy, I think that's just the most selfish thing you can ever do,
Yeah.
to anybody. So that's exactly how I was, and I feel I just say that I'm just lucky. I'm lucky that I can find love and be in love and have a relationship and move on in life and be able to tell people that, you know what, if you're not okay with it, that's your problem.
You can hate me for this. I'm sure a lot of them will, but hey, is marriage on the cards with Arjun?
Why is marriage the be all and
I
end
know
all of
that,
everything?
which is why I had that clause. The
Why?
caveat, you can hate me for this question.
No. I think, firstly, I think that's a very private question. I think marriage is something which is discussed between two people, and I don't think it's a collective decision between, among a billion people in the country. So yeah, I think when, if, how, when, where, I think that's something the two of us, if we have to take that plunge, I think we will think about it and we will decide and we will talk about it. In this moment, I think we are just loving life. That's it. I think we're enjoying our pre-honeymoon phase. That's what we're doing. We're just loving life.
quick one on co-parenting and being a single mother. Tell us the challenges that you may be facing at this point today on dealing with a teenage son and very handsome boy that you have.
Thank you. That's
Lovely
very sweet.
boy. And with the complexities that we see in the society and who you are, what kind of a mother-son relationship do you all share?
I think firstly, co-parenting is very tough. I mean, it's very, very tough because not always are, two people on the same page about a lot of things. Especially, I mean, when you move separate, go your own ways, your separate ways, there's always something that's not, that doesn't quite fit into the picture. So co-parenting is tough, but, I see time's up. But I think thankfully, both Arbaz and me are better humans today. I think we're better people today. And I'm really proud of the fact that we can coexist and be able to give our child
love lost.
And no love lost, and give our child all the love and attention that he needs, he deserves. And I think we're there for him every step of the way. And irrespective the fact that his parents are not together, but we are together as a unit when we need to be together. And I think that's what matters.
I know time's up, but Malaika, you did this stand-up act, and I really want to know the challenges. And you really killed it with that comedy act in your reality series. What was the real challenge to that? And was it all impromptu?
Wow, I don't know how many. I mean, I'm sure there are lots of. Has anybody in the room seen my stand-up act? Yeah. Yeah, thanks so much for that, really. And if you haven't, then please go and try and watch it. But it was the most daunting task for me. I never ever thought I had a funny bone in my body, let alone try and make anybody laugh, because I don't think that comes very naturally to me. So yeah, it was very tough. But I think when I threw myself out there, it only goes to show that I think when a challenge is thrown at you, you kind of take it on head on and you just say, you know what, bring it on. I'll do it. I'll prove everybody wrong and I'll do it. I'll prove myself wrong. I mean, I don't think I can, but I'll do it. And wow, I think the most difficult thing on God's good earth is making a room full of people laugh. And I can see it right now because it's not very easy to impress people or make people laugh. So that for me was the most difficult, to actually see people getting what you're saying, laughing with you, laughing at you, with you. Initially, they probably laugh at you, but along the way, they laugh with you.
Yeah.
So I think for me, that was by far the best experience for me, was the stand-up, without a doubt.
Excellent. I think I totally loved you in it. And Malaika, what you're wearing today is also stunning. And you really have set the benchmark for when it comes to style.
And in fact, I said my stand-up was called MILF.
Yeah.
It was called MILF, and that's what it said. It says, man, I look fabulous, and I will continue to look fabulous.
You absolutely do. A big round of applause. And before I let you go, can I take a 30-second rapid fire with you? Malaika,
Shoot away.
money or movies?
Sorry?
Money or movies?
Money.
Ooh. Chaya Chaya or Muni Badnaam Hui?
Chaya Chaya.
What is Jandu Baam? What does Jandu Baam hai darling tere liye mean? Jandu Baam ho darling tere liye.
It means balm lagao, darling. Agar dard ho to balm laga do. I guess that's what it means. I don't know.
Okay. Shah Rukh or Salman?
I'm a hardcore Shah Rukh fan.
Okay. Who's more famous, you or your ex?
Oh, I don't know. I think I don't know. That's a tough one. I think I'm famous.
Who's more popular, you or your
I'm
present?
just more popular.
Who's more popular, you or your present?
We both are extremely popular.
All right. What do you see? Who do you see as mini Malaika, if at all, in the industry today? Do you see anyone who you see your reflection in?
No, I said that mold was broken.
Literally no, huh? And if I have to ask you to pick Janvi, Sara, Ananya, or Kiara?
Kiara, because I think she's supremely talented. And I think she's really made a mark for herself. And I think the other girls are still, making a mark. But I think Janvi of the lot then.
Janvi of the lot.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. A big round of applause here for Malaika.
Thank you so much.
If we could get you have one dance, one hook step for us, what would be your choice? In fact, the Bali is there waiting to get you to tap a foot. Dipali, why don't you come over?
Hey, Dipali, come join me. Hi. Come on, everybody. Let's give
What would
Dipali
be
a
your
huge
choice?
round of applause. Why don't we leave it to Dipali, whatever she wants to do? Yeah.
Chaya Chaya Re.
Do a hook step from your latest film. Can we have that song, please? Aap Jaisa Koi.
Ooh, okay. Let's. For Malaika. Thank you so much. I'm not too sure, but if anyone has a question here that you want to ask, Rahul, maybe you. No? Anybody? You could raise your hand. A question for Malaika.
Oh, we are doing questions.
Yeah, no, just.
There's a mic right here. Do you want to pass that around?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. You. Do you want to ask a question? Your relationship with your sister Amrita?
My relationship with my sister is fantastic. We are two peas in a pod, and I think my life would be incomplete without her. We have our fair share of disagreements every day of our life, but yeah, she understands me. We actually are two peas in a pod. So yeah, we have a great relationship.
Malaika, let me ask you a question right here. Here. I'm the MC. This way.
Okay.
Turn around. I'm on the stage with you.
Oh, sorry.
I want to ask you just one question, and then we'll end the session, which is, I'm sure with the choices that you've made, you do deal with a lot of sexism on an everyday basis, be it online or print. How do you deal with that? Because you're doing a super job.
Okay. I have a very, very simple way of dealing with it. I ignore it. That's the way I deal with it. And I think it's easier said than done, because I know there are a lot of people around me who are affected by it on a daily basis. Probably the younger me would have been affected, would have been very demoralized. But I think today I'm a lot calmer as a person, and a lot more, I can probably handle a situation better. So yes, I think the best way is I shut any kind of bullshit, any kind of trolling, any kind of toxicity or negativity. I block that out of my life, and it's not a way of being unaware of it. I'm completely aware of what's happening, but I think I prefer to have it completely out of my life, because I think that's the only way I can lead a better and a happier life.
All right, just more power to you. Everybody
you.
put your hands
Thank
together.
you.
That's
Thank
Malaika
you very
Arora.
much.
And may I
Thank
please
you,
call
Malaika.
upon
Thank you.
Mr. Nitin Seth, Vice Chairman, TOPS, to come.